Hey y'all, let's talk about that old people pleasing and why you keep trying to please everybody. Then we're going to talk about how to stop it. Did y'all know that you wasn't born to be everybody's doormat? I've been there, I know. If yes is your automatic answer, if you apologize when you ain't done nothing wrong, if you lose sleep trying to make sure nobody's upset with you, let me tell you something, hon. You ain't being nice. You're just being controlled by fear dressed up like kindness. This really ain't just people pleasing. It's self-abandonment in slow motion. You want the real truth? People pleasing ain't about kindness. It's about fear. Fear of that rejection. Fear of disappointing people. Fear of not being enough. Well, unless you're useful. Somewhere along the way you learn this. You tell yourself, if I keep the peace, they'll still love me. But you end up swallowing your voice to avoid the conflict. Till one day, you don't recognize your own reflection. You go from, sure I can help, to, why don't nobody ever help me? Y'all, I can't talk about things I ain't been through. I've been there. Let's talk about the damage that people pleasing does. Here's what people pleasing actually cost you. It'll cost you time that you can't get back, energy you never recover, resentment that poisons your spirit, and self-worth that quietly erodes every time you say yes when you really just meant to say no. You teach people to expect self-sacrifice from you. And when you try to finally set that old boundary, they act like you changed. But really, you just stopped betraying yourself. It's time for the different rule book here. Number 1, you can say no and still be a good person. No is a full sentence, not a guilty confession. You're not responsible for their emotions. If somebody's upset because you had a boundary, that's their inner work. It's not your guilt trip. They need to go work on themselves. You had nothing to do with that. People who love you for what you do, not who you are, that's not your people. You don't owe anybody access to you just because they act nice about it. Y'all know how you can start living again? I'll give you a couple of ways. Pause before you answer. Instead of that old automatic, yeah, sure, I can help, how about saying, let me get back to you? That one line will buy you time and peace. I'd say maybe you ought to practice disappointing some folks. I know it sounds crazy, but the world won't end if somebody's a little mad with you. Your peace is worth their discomfort. Write down your top 5 priorities. If the requests don't serve those, it's a no, period. Speak up. If your voice shakes a little bit at first, it might feel rude, but it's not rudeness. It's your freaking recovery. Look, you ain't here to be liked by everybody. You're here to live a life that feels honest, free, and real. If that means disappointing a few little folks along the way, so be it. They'll survive. You ain't shot nobody. You ain't stole their dog. You ain't got to apologize. And then guess what? You'll start to thrive. So today, say this with me. I release the need to be everything to everybody. And I'm going to choose peace over people pleasing. And I'm going to choose me. And y'all, hit that old like button and tap subscribe and share this with somebody who needs to quit being a doormat in disguise. This your old Uncle Tommy Ray reminding you, don't lose yourself trying to keep everybody else comfortable. You deserve to take up space just the way you are. Now let's go.